What's up, beautiful people? I am trying to go live here on Instagram, but it ain't letting me. Not okay. Well, hopefully you guys can jump on YouTube. Let me see if I can do a quick. Hey, what's up, beautiful people? So I'm trying to go live on here, but I'm getting blocked again. I keep getting these warnings that my shit's going to be deleted. So please go jump over to YouTube and go check out my live over there. All right. Love y'all very much. Peace. Well, that worked. Anyways, I hope y'all are doing well. This whole social media thing is getting absolutely ridiculous, man. But this is part, of the Jupiter and Pisces, where we're seeing all this, like the expansion of the opening up of everything, but also the cracking down of all these ridiculous rules. So I'm just gonna go with it, and also just to let you guys know, I am in the middle of moving right now, so we got a lot of stuff going on. So hopefully you guys can, make it work and check it out. Anyways, welcome to your live weekly energy report. What's up, Stargazer? Thanks for joining up. Thanks for checking us out. We're gonna jump right into the weekly energies here, and I was gonna try something different. I want you guys to let me know what you think. I'm gonna go ahead and do a pull cards for each sign. All right. So after I go through the transits or, go through everything that's going on, which this week is a massive amount of stuff happening. Of course, everybody knows that Saturn just went retrograde, and just so happens that, today we have the moon conjuncting Saturn as it's going retrograde. Now, Saturn is trine over to the North Node, and wait a minute, that's not the right day. So Saturn is trine over to the North Node, and not quite Venus anymore, but we're coming into a lot of awarenesses and epiphanies about what we really want. Hey, what's up, Kelly? We're coming into a lot of awarenesses of what we want, and this is very, very karmic. And I know I've been saying that a lot, but it's so true. I'm sure you guys have been feeling it. And either way the energy is hitting you, it's going to be coming through in surprising ways. A lot of good things. A lot of things that may seem difficult, like on the surface, but really it's happening to sort of shift us. Like things are shifting us into a different direction. If we think we're going one way and things are just, we're hitting roadblocks like every step of the way, there's a good chance that, we're not supposed to go that way. So don't fight it if there's changes and things coming on, because the universe is definitely guiding us right now, especially with Saturn trine the North Node. This is, opening us up to release some of the pressures and the restrictions of that Saturn, control dynamic energy. And with it going retrograde, this is our karmic gifts. A lot of spiritual gifts are going to be coming through. And those gifts are going to give us a hint, one step at a time. Like if we move into a certain situation, make a decision, take some action on something, and it opens up, that means that it's meant for us to go in that direction. If we go in that direction and it's not opening up, that means it's not meant. So don't fight whatever's happening. Don't get too lost in trying to figure it out. With all this Gemini energy, we can get way lost in our shit about trying to figure it out or like see the deeper meaning of it. We're not going to see the deeper meaning, so to speak, with all this change happening, because there is so much change. And we have to trust, because, hindsight's 20/20, right? So as we trust and have faith, and the things move through, like after we go through the experience, we're going to see, oh, okay, that makes sense. And that happened and that came through. So we're good. Now, not tomorrow, Wednesday on the 26th, of course, we are entering eclipse season. So very, very exciting times. It can be very confusing times, very abrupt changes happening. It can feel very uncomfortable, of course, right? Good thing is, though, we have the sun coming up to its conjunction with the North Node, which is, in my opinion, that's a really beautiful nudge or push into our future. So there's a 2-week period between the lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse in Gemini on June 10th. So in this 2-week time, the veil is very, very thin, and it's these 2 weeks time where all of the decisions that we make and all the directions that we decide to go. Basically, this 2 weeks, we're going to be making some big decisions. And these are long-term decisions. These are things that are coming up to change the course or direction of our lives. All right. Big life changes. So that may feel a little daunting, or it may feel very exciting, right? The emotional aspect can be all, throughout the entire gamut of emotion. So take that as it comes. But Saturn is going to be trining over this energy, which makes it even more beneficial, right? Saturn trine the sun is giving us an understanding of these new control dynamics that are coming out of the broken down control dynamics that have been happening over the last, let's say, 2 years. Really going in alignment with the nodal shifting. And so Saturn is promoting and encouraging us to step into the unknown and to step into this place that this new place that is uncomfortable, but deep down in our heart, we know it's the right direction to go. All right. So very exciting times here. I'm going to move this here real quick because my Instagram ain't working. So I ain't looking over there. So I'm going to look at y'all right over here. All right. You guys can see me good. Yeah. Okay. So, so Saturn trine the sun and the North nodes, very, very auspicious. But, we also have Jupiter here square to the sun right now. It's also trine to Mercury. And now Mercury is slowing down. Mercury is getting ready to go retrograde. This Mercury retrograde is going to be a bit of a doozy, in my opinion, especially because it's going to be, it's really right now, it's squaring Neptune. It's not exact, but it's going to come exact to its second. It was exact a few days ago. It's going to come to its another exact when it retrogrades, probably next week. And then it's going to come to a third one when it goes, forward. So with Mercury square over to Neptune, Neptune is the big vision, like the big picture of the things that we have going on in our life. And of course, Mercury in its home sign, as well as Neptune being in its home sign, that means these two energies are just as strong, right? And they're both mutable energies. So we have this one part of us that sees this big vision, and this other part of us that's now going to be questioning ourselves and going back over and redoing and rethinking and having to everything. And with Venus there too, that's going to be squaring over to Neptune. These energies we're going to be kind of going in our head and questioning ourselves about the directions that we want to go. There's a lot of choices, a lot of opportunities, and all this mutable energy. Again, if we get too much in our head, then we're going to, what's up, Crystal? With all these energies, it's giving us this opportunity. Remember, during Taurus season, it was all fixed. It was all like coming into this firm, solid understanding of what's going on. And now that eclipse season is here with all this Gemini energy, it's like now it's time to move forward, but holy fuck, we have all these decisions and directions that we can go. Where do we go and how do we do this? All right, we have to trust the Saturn energy, but Saturn is also square to Uranus, which that's going to become exact for its second one, just 4 days after the solar eclipse in June. So the end of this month and pretty much all of next month. People are going to be moving, people are going to be breaking up, meeting, new partners, new job opportunities coming in, new money, new things, new ideas, all this newness. And it's exciting, but, remember, as we bring in this newness, we have to let go of the oldness, right? So as we bring in this new energy, it's just as scary as being stuck in the old energy. So there's this sense of fear of change, this fear of the unknown, this fear of, fuck, can I really do this? Like it's gonna challenge our self-confidence, our self-worth. And is this really gonna happen? Is this really gonna work? Can I really handle this? And being in our head could be pretty freaking exhausting. All right. And it's interesting to note that Mercury is only going to be retrograding about half the degrees as it normally does, which really means it's sort of packing all this energy into this shorter amount area or space. So, and it's starting in the third decan of Gemini. I believe this is going over the same area that Venus went retrograde last year. So Gemini season, man, is going to be a little bit of a bitch, but that's okay. because we need this change. We've been waiting, we've been working for it, we've been manifesting, we've been doing the work, and this is where the work is going to start to pay off. I wouldn't say that there's anything we really actively need to go out and do. It's more about trusting and receiving, being a magnet for abundance, being a magnet for the positive things that we know we deserve. But it's like things have been so intense and so tough and already so, so deeply transformative that our souls are like, we're being pushed to the very edge of our soul's capacity to handle this change. But remember, it's happening because we are able to receive it. We're able, and it's time. All this stuff happening has been meant to happen. This has been divine timing. So trust in the universe that it's bringing us everything we need. Okay, now we also have Uranus quincunx over to the south node. This is really letting go of, like, having things trigger us to let go of things that maybe we didn't even realize we need to let go of, right? So again, this is all about letting go. Like if we, what's up, Ruby? These are all things that are, needing to come up, because we have to clear out the old to bring in the new. Now, we also have another aspect coming up here. It's not going to be exact this week, but we're going to be feeling it anyway, so I'm going to talk about it. Let me see here. Yeah. So we have Mars coming up to its opposition to Pluto. Now, Mars opposite Pluto is we had Mars square Pluto at the very beginning of the year. And I don't know about you guys, but that was just having to feel things and face things that were incredibly, deeply difficult in regards to, I know myself, like it was, difficult with my situation with my daughter, but whatever part of your life is stagnant or like feels stuck right now, that Mars opposed to Pluto, especially in Cancer and Capricorn. Cancer is about, feeling, what's up, Emma? Cancer is about feeling emotionally stable, right? Like Cancer wants to be at home, it wants to be lovey, it wants to be, wants safety and security. Capricorn is about our foundation. It's about getting out there into the world and, owning our life and owning our shit so that we can grow into what we want, right? So with that, as Mars is opposed to Pluto, whenever there's an opposition like this, it's going to be people outside in our world that is people outside in our world that are triggering us and testing us to grow and to learn. So sure, you do that. Man, I got one thumbs down already, just 10 minutes into this thing, man. You know what? Everybody's got haters. So, thank you, haters, for teaching me and help me grow and stay strong. And I love all you guys that support me. Thank you so much. We also, on May 28th, we're going to be having a yod. All right. This yod, the learning lesson is at White Moon Selena. Now, I know not a lot of people count White Moon Selena, but I find it's a subtle yet significant energy, because this is where we get a little dose of hope and spiritual strength, right? So this is going to be between the sextile between Black Moon Lilith and Mars. Woo, man, that's fiery. That's and because Mars is in Cancer, this is like emotional structure, stepping into the emotions that don't feel so good, or, maybe we're realizing we want to feel one way and we're having to bring it up and, being able to look at it in a certain way. And with the learned lesson at White Moon Selena, this for me tells me that we have to trust and have faith. We have to allow it to teach us. Fuck him is right. Damn right. Thank you, Stargazer. YouTubebomb.com. So let's go day by day here. I'm actually going to pull up, I'm going to pull up the chart. Give me 1 second here. All right. So today is May 24th. All right. Saturn is now freshly retrograde. It's going to, and Saturn moves slowly. So it's going to be stationed here, for, I'd say, the next week. So we're going to be feeling the Saturn energy pretty strong. It's a good thing because of the trine to the North Node, and it's going to stay being trine as the sun comes through it as well. Very, very positive for releasing karmic debts, even like past life shit. Okay, it's very, very powerful. And we're going to be having Chiron moving into Chiron coming into 12 degrees of Aries as well. And we have Uranus now at 12 degrees. You know, this is getting into parts of our consciousness that we've never been before, we've never seen before. And even Neptune's about to move into 23 degrees, which we've never seen before. So you want to talk about soul evolution. Whenever an outer planet goes into a new degree, this is all about our soul coming into a new place. And with all this North Node activity, this is like we're gonna feel it. We're gonna feel it. It's gonna be foreign, right? We're gonna literally what I'm feeling is like the vision I got in my mind is like we are underwater and like the bubbles coming up is like parts of our consciousness that are coming from our subconscious to our conscious mind, and it's opening our minds up to a whole new way of being, a whole new way of doing. I will say though that could be like plot twists and things coming up that we don't expect. So we have to make sure that we're open to receive, and whatever it is that happens, it could be like, wow, I did not see that coming, but I'm going to go with it anyways, because this constant square between Saturn and Uranus is just keep bringing these powerful shifts, these powerful awarenesses, because Saturn is this foundation, this structure, and Uranus wants to grow. Now, I know for me, the Uranus is transiting through my first house. And I'll tell you what, I'm definitely feeling a lot of shifting in my identity, like having ego deaths, but even like a very new kind of way. I've had many ego deaths before, but this is different. It's like that's why I haven't been super active on social media, because I'm really going through like, how do I want to present myself? How do I want to get out there into the world? Like I have these new ideas and these new things that I'm working on, and the old things aren't coming through as clear and as strong as they used to, but it's all part of the process, right? Narrowing it down the censorship for sure, right? Yeah, Emma, these energies are next level, and so starting on Wednesday, technically Wednesday, and until June 10th, that is the vortex, that is the gateway to where it's just, this is where so much weird shit is going to be happening, guys. Just go with it and allow it to make the shifts that need to happen. It's interesting that I'll be doing my Iboga ceremony during that 2-week time. I mean, you can't get more synchronistic than that, right? So we also have Mercury going retrograde here on late on the 28th, early on the 29th, and it's going to be happening right when Venus conjuncts Mercury. So this is where I'm seeing, and the sun's going to be 8 degrees, just 2 degrees away from the North Node. And so this is where I'm seeing something about relationships is going to be shifting at a very deep level. We have Jupiter trine over to, let me just make sure that that's right. Jupiter's trine over to Venus too. And I would say Mercury as well. So Jupiter, Jupiter was in a square. Now it's not in a square anymore. Now that it's in a trine, this is very, very, very powerful, because Jupiter and Venus are the two benefics, right? So between Saturn being trine over to the North Node, the Sun, and Jupiter being trine over to Venus, this is questioning things, or this could be taking things to another level. This could be suddenly falling in love and wanting to get married, like, or moving in, or doing something at a whole nother level that is going to create a whole new life, like a whole new experience in life. And on this day, we have Neptune coming to 23 degrees of Pisces. So now we're at that 23, and 2 and 3 is 5 numerologically. That's change. All right. Sextile the black moon Lilith. It is also square over to white moon Selena. It's not really a big deal, but Neptune is trine over to Mars. This is beautiful. All right. Neptune trine over to Mars. That's like the spiritual warrior. I'll tell you right now, this is very, very karmic energy, and this is giving us a lot of blessings and gifts. Now, just remember, the blessings and gifts may not feel or look like blessings right away or on the surface. We're going to have to settle into this new energy because it's uncomfortable. Even though it's a blessing, at first, blessings can feel uncomfortable because it's new, right? And even though we want new, it's like, whoa, okay, now it's coming through. And usually it comes through as a feeling, or, like just sort of feeling like, oh man, I feel different. I feel off. I don't know why, what's going on. And slowly but surely it merges with the ego mind, and it starts to shift. And sometimes, like, especially if you have a lot of fixed or cardinal energy in your chart, like me, when this stuff comes in, it's like I feel different. Ooh, this feels weird. I don't know. I don't really like it. Let's try to control it, right? But and especially if you're a Capricorn out there and your ruling planet is Saturn, like me, all right, that being trine the sun in the North Node is saying, okay, like I get it, but it's time to let this go, right? Menage a trois. I love menage a trois. They're fun. As long as they're with the right people, of course, right? You gotta have the right people. Anyways, moving on. And May 30th. Now we have Chiron at 12 degrees. So people around, people that are between, I'd say, 45 and 52, this Chiron is going to be conjuncting your natal Chiron, and this is actually going to be conjuncting the natal Uranus most likely as well. So this is bringing up a lot of deep, probably past life wounds. The wounded child archetype is going to be, coming up real strong. But look at this. We have Chiron sextile Saturn. We have Chiron semi-sextile to Uranus, Chiron sextile to the North Node and to the Sun, and trine over to the South Node. This is beautiful, guys. This energy is beautiful, embracing the vulnerability of the change, of the letting go of the old, of the embracing the new, and of standing in our spiritual divine power. We're going to be getting so many downloads, but now with Mercury retrograde, we could be questioning these downloads, or these downloads could bring things up like, oh my God, now we got so much we need to do. Oh my God, there's a whole new world we got to create. Like, and we just have to go with the flow because it could be pretty intense, and it could be pretty huge. All right, pretty huge by meaning like the feelings can be quite overwhelming. All right, that overwhelming feeling, especially with Pluto opposed Mars, this could be very like feeling back and forth. I want to go, like I got an opportunity to do this new business, but makes now I have to go move away from home, or I have to change something in the home, or now I don't have the time or energy to to give to people that are in my home life. So this could create, like, these new opportunities, new things coming in could create some shakeups in your life, but this is also requiring to have more solid boundaries, right? We have to step in to the new boundaries of, okay, in order to be able to accomplish this, I have to change these things. They're going to be uncomfortable, but this is what I need from you. This is what I need from you. And then it's on them on how they respond and how they react. All right. So, those are the parts that are going to be a little difficult. But when you honor your heart and when you honor yourself, the people, we have to remember, the people that are meant to be in our lives, they're going to be there. The people that are not meant to be in our lives, they're going to naturally fade away. And it's our attachment to that idea or those things that are going to make it really difficult. And we all have attachments, and these deeply rooted attachments are coming up, big time right now, especially if you've really created, like, I know a lot of really successful people that have just created these very secure situations in their life. And look, this security is going to shift. It's going to change. I don't care who you are. I don't care what's going on. This eclipse season is shifting and changing things, not just within us, but in the whole world. We're going to start to see, like, Jupiter in Pisces is propaganda, like, fucking at a ridiculous level. It's so huge. All right. I mean, I personally don't really watch the news anymore. I follow David Nino Rodriguez. I like the way he translates the information, and I believe in the things that he says. But they're ramping up their efforts for all this poison that they're trying to give everybody and whatnot. And I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm sure you're not either. But we have to remember that that's the world we're living in right now, and we have to learn to sort of play the game, to master the game, so that we can create a new method and system, a foundation in our life, so we can navigate it and still live free as free can be, right? So this is where, like, there's going to be, Uranus is a rebellious energy as well. So with this Saturn square Uranus, I mean, and on the 30th, we have the moon conjunct Saturn that's going to be square Uranus, while Mercury just goes retrograde. And we also have what we have here. Pluto is quincunx over to Venus and opposed to Mars, and quincunx sesquiquadrate to the Sun. So Pluto is making some pretty major aspects here. The good thing is, when Pluto's retrograde, This is like internal shifting and internal like aha moments and epiphanies of what's going on. It's not necessarily moving into more difficult lessons. This is more about realizing the lessons that we've been needing to see and learn. Okay. Yes. So Ruby, like, you know, like the 7-year-old son is upset because the neighbors believe the coronavirus, so they can't play together. And, you know, I've seen families are being ripped apart, and, you know, like a lot of people are having to really make these firm decisions. Like one of my friends said that, you know, like she just moved back home and said that she, like the same day she moved home, both her parents got the jab. And, you know, she doesn't believe in it, but now she's like, well, fuck, I like the energy is so opposite mine that I can't live there anymore. Like it's ripping families apart. But you know what? Our soul family, we're coming into a whole new level in type of soul family connections, because it's comes down to the belief systems. South Node in Sagittarius is all about belief systems, right? So this is solidifying the belief systems of where we're going in the future, and letting go of the belief systems that are limiting us, so that we can step up this next level. I'm seeing like a catapult, or like one of those, fuck you call it, one of those things where you launch it. Yeah, catapult basically. We're just being catapulted into a whole new energy. And, you know, it's, we have to leave some things behind that are going to be hard, that are going to be difficult to handle, but we have to leave the attachment, you know, and we have to be okay with whatever's going on. This is just where the future is going, and how this world is working right now. So honor yourself first. We have to honor ourselves 100%. And that's always the case. But right now, Saturn is almost giving us a little breather from the hard work. Hallelujah. So that we can see and embrace these new boundaries and these new dots connecting, so to speak, in a more efficient way. I'm the crazy one, according to my parent, that can't even see my point of view. Slingshot. Thank you, Ruby. That's what I meant. Yeah, the split is so definite right now that, and we're going to start to see like certain places you go, certain states, at least the United States, you know, certain places are still enforcing these, you know, ridiculous rules, and then other states are completely, you know, open and free. And it's interesting to see that those places are flourishing. The other places are just still going down the toilet. And that's where migration is coming in too. So many people moving, so many things changing based on the vision and understanding of where the world is going. And, you know, we all need community. And, you know, I've been talking about this community thing for a long time, and we're seeing exactly why we need it right now. Right. Yeah. So, on that note, it's going to be a crazy fucking week. It's going to be a whole lot of changes, whole lot of unexpected things. And of course, coming into Mercury retrograde, you know, technology is going to get a little more frustrating. You know, they say not to buy like cars and, you know, technology and stuff like that. But if you already have things in the works, I would say, you know, go with it, and just make sure you go everything with a fine tooth comb. Okay. So now I'm going to pull cards for all the signs. And let me know how you guys like this, because it's something different that I've never done before. So I'm using the Karma cards by Monty Farber. All right. So I'm going to start with Aries and go around to Pisces. So Spirit, what messages do you have for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising? What messages do you have for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising? All right. I'm going to go with planets, houses, and signs. So this is basically like still astrology. And all right, let's see what we got. We have the North Node in Taurus in the 12th house. North Node and Taurus in the 12th house. So there will be resources to maintain, seeking oneness with all there. So this is like being in the background right now. A lot of things are happening under the surface. You may be feeling it in your physical body. But it's all this is, to me, is a lot of releasing, a lot of letting go of past shit. But as we're releasing the past shit, the new shit's coming in too. But it's going to come in and sort of like we're not going to be consciously aware of it. Like we may be feeling new things first, but it has to bubble up from the unconscious into the conscious. So there's a lot of stuff that's happening behind the scenes right now, and we have to trust the process. And with it, you know, this is like a practical energy of allowing. All right, allowing and trusting. The North Node is the unknown. It's where our life is going. So there may be a feeling like, yeah, something's coming. I'm sick of fucking waiting, because Aries just wants to jump into it, right? And wants to go. So, you know, and Taurus is very practical. So, but it also means I really get like Taurus is we feel it in our physical body. So whatever's going on, whatever shifts and changes are happening, we're going to be feeling the changes, and we're going to be feeling all the stuff that we're letting go of. And then new things are going to be coming in that may surprise us or may create more weird feelings, but it's necessary in order to grow. So be patient this week as these new energies come through in your unconscious. And I feel a lot of letting go this week for the Aries. All right. So Taurus, sun, moon, and rising. What do we have for Taurus? Sun, moon, and rising. All right. Let's see. We have the moon in the 7th house in Sagittarius. Ooh, Taurus. All right. So this has to do with relationships. This is about accepting the feelings that you have in regards to your relationship, but also being honest with yourself about what you really want, your highest ideas, and getting out there and connecting with people, right? So whatever your situation is in your relationship, this is really what I'm feeling. Really looking at your relationships. If you're in a relationship, like sort of going over your morals and ethics, seeing what you really want, maybe what you don't want, and really going through your emotions and seeing and accepting what you're feeling, and moving into things that you want to accept, getting out there and, you know, honoring who you are and what you want to attract. So you have to embody the energy of what you want to attract, right? So this is really whatever, if you're single, you know, open, looking, you know, connected. This is really about going within and doing the work on your emotions to attract exactly what you want. And it can be even with the same partner that you have if you are in a relationship. It just, there may need to be some changes. Maybe like you haven't been honoring yourself or giving too much and not receiving enough. Whatever that might be, go within and, you know, honor yourself in your relationship, specifically your relationship with yourself, embody what it is that you want to attract, and, you know, and then be honest, you know, externally about what it is that you want. And, you know, hopefully, you know, if they can give it to you, cool. If not, then, you know, you have to follow your own path in your own way. All right. Gemini, sun, moon, and rising. Happy birthday, you guys. It's going to be a big year for all of you with these eclipses in your sign this year. So a lot of transformation, a lot of change. What do you have, Spirit, for my Gemini, sun, moon, and rising? All right, let's see here. Let's see, Gemini, sun, moon, and rising. We have, oh boy, we have Pluto in Taurus in the 8th house. Ooh. Okay. Pluto in the 8th house is all about death and rebirth. This is how the sexuality, this is the house of your intuitive empathy. This is the house of subconscious, the subconscious mind, things that we keep secret from ourselves. And Pluto has to do with secrets of the self, right? So this is really like resurrecting a part of ourselves that may have been, you know, stuck or, you know, suppressed. This is really what this really says to me, is having suppressed sexual energy. So we want to really allow the sexual energy to transmute. Okay. Not saying that we want to go out and have sex, but I am saying that we want to be able to step up I should say, go into that deep Plutonic energy and allow this stuff to come through. But we have to do it in a practical way. Like, we have to bring this stuff up, and really there's going to be some deep spiritual growth. And this is all about really our power dynamics. Okay. Man, I'm just feeling a super heart-opening death and rebirth and reevaluating how you use your power. Are you using your power to manipulate people, or are you using your power to help people? Okay. Very, very interesting. And with this eclipse, man, that's really going to be, depending on what house is in, that's going to be huge. Hey, what's up, Blue Flame Integration? I'm doing good. How you doing? All right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I am looking up. I'm doing cards, pulling cards for all the signs right now. We were up to Cancer. Cancer, where's Spirit? Spirit, what do you have here for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this week of the 24th to the 30th of 2021, May? Let's see what we got here. 29 degrees Pluto. Fucking A. Yeah, that's intense. All right, let's see what Cancer has. All right. Saturn in Taurus. Jesus Christ. You guys see me shuffling these cards, I hope. But I got Taurus again. Okay, so Saturn and Taurus in the 4th house. Interesting because Cancer rules the 4th house, right? So Saturn being realistic, setting realistic foundations, realistic goals about what you want. This is about being practical, and I think you're creating a new house situation or like a family living situation. There's something that hasn't been really vibing with you, and you really need, like, Saturn's about discipline. It's about, like being realistic, being concerned. It can be like, this is like a mastery energy. So you may have to like learn some lessons and, grow from learning those lessons. All right. Belinda, you have intense swelling in your feet. Suggestions, Cancer. Well, I mean, I would need to know more information than that. But that's hard. That's really could be anything. My body is doing a cleanse right now. There's a lot of, I've been cleansing a lot myself too. So there's been a lot of cleansing going on. But Cancer, home and family have a lot of changes going on there. That doesn't surprise me because Mars is in Cancer right now. It's a lot of that's a lot of shifting and reorienting, especially with the opposition of Pluto. Okay, I think with Cancers, the Pluto might be the opposite energy, which is just really feeling pressurized into this transformation, this change that really needs to happen. Okay, so take it slow, but with Saturn being trine the North Node, you're going to see it and you're going to understand it, and you're going to have the information you need to know what to do. The key is just having the courage to actually step into it and do it. Okay, so Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What do we have for Leo? Oh yeah, Chiron's in Cancer, huh? That's an intense Chiron placement. That's basically like healing the world. I guess we all are in a way, though. All right, so let's see, Leo. All right, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's see here. We have Mercury in the 9th house in Leo. Look at that shit. You got your own sign in here. So communicating about your belief systems, about what you want to do. This is about you getting out there, connecting to people through your belief systems and through things that you want to create and who you want to be. All right. This is leadership. It's time for you to step up into your leadership, because the 9th house represents being a mentor, being a teacher. All right. You are welcome, Belinda. So time to step it up. Time to stand in your divine power and make shit happen. This is awareness. This is communicating words, especially with Mercury getting ready to go retrograde. I think that you Leos out there are going to be devising a plan or an idea for some kind of new teaching or like some kind of educational tool or life purpose that it is that you want to get into. So however it is that this resonates, this is a very powerful message for Leo to stand up in your true leadership potential and power, because it is here for you, ready to fucking go. And next month, we're going to start having all these planets moving into Leo. So it's going to be your time to shine, baby. So let's make it happen. All right. So Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Yes, absolutely. All right, what's up, Share You? Thank you, all you guys, for joining in. And you know, if you guys want to check out the Opportunity Community, or if you'd like to get a reading from me, you can always go to spiritualbodybuilder.com. That's where all my information, all my services are. If you're in Vegas and you'd like to get microscopy, or you'd like to do a vibroacoustic sound lounge session, you can always connect with me. But I am moving right now, so I got a lot of stuff going on. Okay, so Virgo, sun, moon, or rising. Let's see what we got here. We have Mars in the 7th house in Leo. Okay, so again, this is for you Virgos. This is about taking action. Something about your relationship. You need to stand in your divine, I feel, masculine. Because Leo, you know, represents a very masculine energy. Mars is the divine masculine in the 7th house. This is about structuring. You need to, and Virgo, you structure shit. Like that's what you do. All right. So there's something about your relationship, whether you want a certain type of relationship, you have to create the scaffolding to make it happen. If you're in a relationship, it's not the way you want. You have to be honest with yourself and communicate and say, hey, look, this is my boundaries. This is what I want. This is what I don't want. Where can we work together and compromise and be a leader of your relationships and step into that and honor your own needs. This is about not giving your power away in relationships, okay? But you got to step into that divine masculine. All right, so now we have Libra. All right, so Libra, sun, moon, and rising. What do we have for Libras for the week of May 24th to May 30th of 2021? What are the messages that you have for me, Spirit? Let's see here. Planets and signs. All right. Let's see. Libra. We have Neptune and Capricorn in the 1st house. This is about grounding out your intuition, Libra. And this is also for you about taking your power back, but this is about being, you know, your 1st house is who you are, your desires, your goals, how you want to go out into the world, right? And Neptune is like surrendering the ego to that higher vision of what you want. And being in Capricorn, it's creating goals, creating checklists, you know, writing your shit down. For me, I'm really feeling like this is all about taking action on your vision, on the bigger vision, and, you know, not watching out for your ego-driven desires that are going to possibly limit you in your ability to go out there and make it happen. Okay, because Libras, you guys tend to give your power away. You know, you want everybody else to be doing great except for yourself, right? So if you have a significant Libra placement, it's time to create a solid foundation in who you are. Okay, and looking at the bigger picture and trusting the bigger picture of what you want to create and who you want to be. And stop giving your power away in relationships. Okay. So Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. What do we have for my Scorpios? You guys, you Scorpios, man, turn me on and drive me fucking crazy. You know that? Fucking that Scorpio energy, man. I got my Venus in Scorpio and Uranus in Scorpio too. So, and Scorpio's my 8th house. Man, it's craziness. All right, what do you have for me, Spirit, for Scorpio for the week of May 24th to May 30th of 2021? Let's see here. All right, we have Saturn and Taurus in the 4th house. So Scorpio, again, this is it's interesting because, wow, this is the exact same thing that Cancer got. Okay. So this is all about restructuring and recreating that home and family experience that you want to create, right? So whatever is out of balance or whatever has been, you know, in a place that you don't necessarily want it to be, it's time to step in and really recreate this home and family and be practical about it, right? Like you have to like, you know, really stand in your power and just honor who you are and honor what you want. This is with This is with family, with relationships, with just being able to walk in your home and feel like, yeah, this is home. You know, like the house is a home. So if it's not feeling like a home, how can you make it that way and take those action steps to making that happen? Okay. So, you know, I'm going to shuffle this a little bit different here. All right. So Sagittarius. Sun, moon, rising, Sagittarius. What do we got for you here? Sagittarius. For the week of May 24th to May 30th of 2021. All right. This is planets and signs. All right, Sagittarius. We have the moon in Gemini in the 6th house. All right. This is about Sagittarius. This is about emotionally connecting to how you need to structure your day and take care of your physical health in order to feel good, right? This is about really communicating with yourself and other people in your world. Maybe you're allowing other people to deter you from things you know you need to do. Like, say, for example, you're trying to get your fitness game on, right? And you know, you're married and you wake up and you want to go to the gym, but then, you know, your significant other's like, no, baby, lay down with me, come on, or let me make you breakfast. That's nice and everything, but no, I got to stick to going to the gym. I got to make this happen, and let me just do this, right? Like, people trying to pull you off of your discipline game, or these things that you're trying to do for yourself that takes other people out of their comfort zone, right? You got to do the work. You have to focus on, this is more emotional than anything. All right. But you have to focus on what makes you feel good inside. So if you've been eating like shit and it makes you feel like shit, which that usually what happens, then you need to discipline yourself to eat healthy. And then if your significant other's at home and they're eating, you know, a pint of Ben and Jerry's every night, you're like, dude, come on, like, you know, let's do this together. Let's try to work on this. And if they can't honor your needs to give yourself a more healthy, better life, then you maybe have to make some kind of decision in order to, you know, like, you know, kick that shit to the curb. All right. So Capricorn, this be me. Let's see what my Capricorns have going on for the week of May 24th to May 30th, 2021. All right. All right. Capricorn, planets and houses. All right. Let's see my Capricorn. We have Saturn in the 2nd house in Sagittarius. Okay. This is about, and of course, Saturn is the ruling planet for Capricorn. All right. So this is about really facing the things that are holding you back in regards to self-worth and self-confidence. I definitely resonate with that. This is about getting out there into the world, showing the gifts that you got. The 2nd house, all about what you do for work. It's about your self-confidence. And Saturn there is like, hey, it's time to step it up. It's time to raise that responsibility bar. It's time to really get out there into the world and show the people what you got, right? Like Sagittarius, all about getting out there, making shit happen. All right. Getting what you need, getting what you want, like being patient and strategic and making shit happen. All right. Thank you very much, Ruby. I appreciate that. Oh, you're not talking to me? That's okay. I love you guys anyways. All right. Aquarius. Let's see what Aquarius has going on for week of May 24th to May 30th, 2021. All right. I can flood stage, huh? All right. Let's see. Aquarius. Houses and planets. Let's see what Aquarius got going on. Especially with Saturn, you know, retrograde in Aquarius. We have the North Node in the 5th house in Capricorn. Woohoo! All right, Aquarius. This is about going into connecting with your inner child, or I'm feeling like a creative endeavor or some kind of passion project. And of course, being in Capricorn, the North Node, you're starting a project. you're getting in, and I'm an Aquarius moon, and I totally fucking resonate with this. It's crazy. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. So this could be starting a passion project, starting your own business, like starting something new and big that's going to really make you feel like a kid again and really get out there. And this is like long-term goals. This is a divine path that's being laid out for your next chapter, for your next mission. And I believe that Saturn retrograde is going to open up this. It's going to open up like the vision. It's going to open up the opportunities. It's going to open up our ability to be able to step into this. This is beautiful, beautiful energy. Aquarius, you guys are on it. You have a lot of really beautiful things coming to you. I'm so excited for you. Hell yeah. So let's get it. And last but certainly not least, we got our Pisces. Pisces, sun, moon, or rising. What do we have for our Pisces? Let's see here. Stepping into the unknown with Jupiter and Neptune and Pisces, man. Woo! You guys could be going through quite a identity shift yourselves, or a lot of really big, intense shit coming your way as well. All right, very, very exciting stuff. All right, let's see. Signs, houses, planets. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, we have Neptune, which is your ruling planet, and the 6th house in Aries. All right. So Pisces, for you, I feel like you're going to be feeling a lot of things in your physical body, and it's going to be requiring you to have to really keep up on your game when it comes to your nutrition, your sleep cycle, your everything that you're doing day to day. You're going to have a lot of intuitive downloads, and you're going to be really feeling in your body. This is all about creating a really solid foundation and structure to your day-to-day life in order to be able to serve others the most efficiently. Okay. And with Aries, this is about willpower, like determination. Yeah, let's go get it. But it's not necessarily, it's not ego-driven willpower. This is deep intuitive willpower that it may look like you have to sacrifice something in order to get something else, but that's what taking care of yourself is, right? Right. So yeah, more intense shit. But this is your ruling planet, right? And in the 6th house, Chiron rules the 6th house. I mean, Mercury kind of does too, but I see Chiron as ruling the 6th house, because this is where most of us get hung up at some point in our life, right? But this is about discovering a new way, our new way, about being motivated, like being remotivated to really bring things to the next level and really stepping into our divine purpose. Okay. So Pisces, you're already super intuitive anyways. The more you take care of yourself, and this is of course for anybody, but the more you take care of yourself physically, the more you're going to be in touch with your psychic energies. And I think that you're going to get really clear, strong, powerful downloads. It's going to be a lot of change and a lot of newness. So just, be good to yourself. And when I say be good, the greatest form of self-love is self-discipline. All right. So make sure that you're loving yourself through the discipline. And that goes for everybody. All right. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. And apologies about the Instagram thing, but that was a shocker. I reposted something on Instagram that said that that some PhD doctor went on a news broadcast and said that everyone that got the thing is going to die within 2 years, which honestly, I feel that's pretty legit. So we're going to start to see a lot of people, but of course, like that's why I said that we're going to delete my account. I really don't give a fuck anymore. I just don't care. I'm going to speak my truth, and they want to get rid of me, get rid of me. It's all right. I'm doing bigger and better things to help a lot of people anyways, but I love talking to you guys. So thank you guys for showing up and for being here with me. I love you all very much, and I will see y'all on the next report. If you feel, if you guys resonated with these messages, please feel free to share it and to subscribe and to, send them to people that you feel are going to benefit from this message. All right. I love y'all very much. You guys have a beautiful week. It's going to be a bit.